Good afternoon, everyone. A lot of times people do ask me, how do you do it all? And my standard answer, it's always been, I do it with a smile. But let me tell you what this smile is actually sitting on top of. This is what my morning chaos looks like, okay? 6 o'clock, my dog wakes up. He needs to go to the bathroom. 6:15, my daughter wakes up. She's awake, just not vertical, because I need to be the human power bank that needs to lie next to her for about 15 minutes. 6:30, I'm packing a snack. I'm finding missing socks. I'm finding a hairbrush that's vanished. And internally, I've got a marathon going on. Did the store staff reach on time? Did the carpenter finish that display unit? Should I skip physiotherapy today? Aaj nahi ho payega. In the background, I have date night in 2 nights. Buy a new dress. Niece's birthday coming up. Let's get that birthday gift. Best friend ke saath coffee catch up. RO ki service is pending. Send condolences to my hairdresser's wife. Sensitize Arya to her friend's pet passing. 6:45, something spills. Maybe it's the dog, maybe it's my daughter, maybe it's my sanity. By 7:30, I've been a mother, a wife, a business person, a friend, a family calendar, a shock absorber, a therapist, a human reminder app. 8 o'clock, I compose myself and say, you know what? It's going to be a good day. The universe says, sure, beta, we'll see. If this sounds even remotely familiar, this talk is for you. I know a woman is not supposed to actually tell you her age, but I came here with a full disclosure clause inside. So I'm going to be brutally honest. In 10 days, I turned 40. And through my 30s, the decade that's just about to end, I thought I'd hacked life. Because if I organized hard enough, smiled wide enough, and pulled it all together, I'd be good. At the end of the day, family business ka part, opened one business, opened another, built a marriage, raising my daughter, training a puppy. I have a packed social calendar, huge families on both sides. Come on, if this is not making it, then nothing is. And I'm making it look effortless on top of that because women are limitless. We're powerful, we're fierce, we can do it all in one day, we can do it with great hair, and possibly even with winged eyeliner. So chin up, soldier, let's get this going. You see, multitasking hasn't just been my identity. It's my entire personality at this point. It's not a skill, it's not a tool. It's woven deep into my nervous system because of the social context and the generational meant to do's. Mummy ko dekha, dadi ko dekha, nani ko dekha. Women are meant to do certain things. It's the gender roles that we've seen play out again and again. Don't get me wrong, I've worked very, very hard to get where I am in life. And all this success, the social life, it's literally kept me afloat in the past decade. But inside me, there's been this constant tug of war. And this tug of war comes with guilt, deep-rooted guilt. If I'm at the studio, I should be at the factory. If I'm at the factory, I should be at a site visit. If I'm at a site visit, I should have gone to pick Arya up from school. I could have done a networking event instead. It's an internal courtroom where I've always made myself stand on trial. I'm exhausted. And this relentless exhaustion is not because someone asked me that I should be doing all these things. I feel I should be doing all these things. So is this actually my responsibility? Or is this martyrdom disguised as responsibility? You see, when you're juggling so many roles, even things that actually fill your cup, that nurture you, that nourish you, they start seeming like work, like that cup of coffee with your friend, or a networking event with like-minded women. It becomes so tough to juggle everything, it literally feels like threading a needle during an earthquake. Now, I'm armed with all of this emotional ammunition, and I literally had a spiral day about 4 months back. And this spiral day actually taught me how to reboot. I'm going to take you through this day. So my morning started knowing that I'm supposed to meet clients. They were from out of town. And I thought, theek hai, gaadi mein baith ke, I'm going to go over the layouts, go over the civil plans, figure out the ceiling plans, the electricals, prepare a basic mental mood board. But instead, when I sat in the car, I got a message that one of my performers from an event from the next day, they've cancelled. So now I'm sitting in the car, messaging performers and trying to figure out who can make it. I've reached my showroom, the clients are there, we're smiling, I'm starting the work, and my phone is constantly buzzing. It's buzzing because the performers are replying back, कि मैं आ सकता हूँ, नहीं आ सकता, and this is just going on. Meanwhile, the brand owner from a very, very prestigious brand, for whom I was doing an event, 4 days later, I was launching their new collection. He called and said, Hansa ji, आज ना, I think आप store पे आ जाओ. Let's go over the event flow. थोड़ा सा menu का देख लेते हैं. Floral arrangements भी आपको देखनी है. And by this time, there's a little bit of brain fog that's starting to set in. And I'm like, नहीं sir, मैं नहीं आ जा सकती. He's irritated. I promised him my time. I promised him a really, really good event. And I couldn't make it. In all of this time, I've missed 2 calls from my husband. I've missed 1 call from my nanny. And the second time she calls, I'm like, you know what? This could be urgent. I pick up the phone and she goes, भाभी जी, आर्या नहा नहीं रही है. और उसका ना piano class है थोड़ी देर में. By this time, something inside me just snapped. I'm like, पता है क्या? Class को भी छोड़ दो, नहाने भी मत दो. मैं ये classes ही cancel कर देती हूँ. अब, there I was, smiling, nodding, pretending this didn't happen in front of the clients that I was with. But it did. And everyone in that room saw that something was off with me. It wasn't my best moment as a mother. I'd been a completely absent wife. I'd been a very mediocre professional. I wasn't 100 for anyone that day. I'd been everywhere. I was exhausted, but I was nowhere. The worst part is that I know myself. I know that as an individual, I'm capable of doing anything I set my mind to and doing it really well. But when I try and do it all, everything suffers. And I suffer. The big truth that kind of hit home that day is that we as women, we are limitless. Yes, we are. But we're not inexhaustible. The bigger truth is that burnout is a very, very real thing. I didn't recognize it for years. This wasn't just a bad day. This was a glaring sign of complete burnout. The tense shoulders, the bad back, the shallow breath, the snapping, the making excuses, over-explaining out of guilt. Women experience burnout faster than men, not because we are weak in any way, but because of this invisible load of expectations, this badge of honor that we constantly wear and shine. Data from leading firms tells us that women especially in leadership roles, have higher rates of exhaustion and demotivation. And it's because of this unacknowledged load that we carry around. They also suggest that women are actually saying no to promotions unless they can have additional support at home. I do not want to underestimate the role of a man and the fact that a man in today's day and age can also burn out. But you know what? That deserves a TED talk of its own, so I'm not going to get into it. The texture of burnout for a man is a little bit different. It's not that they don't care. It's not that they don't try. They do. It's just that society gave them a different script. You see, men from the beginning were told that they're meant to provide. So their parameter of success and how they measure it is equal to job and money and career. Modern men burn out. Yes, they do. But it's for a completely different reason. They're trying to be emotionally available. They're trying to be good partners. They're trying to be good, sons. And this generation and the societal expectations are a bit different. So they're learning awkwardly. They're navigating a bit politely at this moment. This isn't a men versus women thing. It's just that we've been assigned roles by society and by ourselves, and they're very, very different. Now, I know all of you here sitting in the audience are thinking, आगे का बता रहे हो, पीछे का बता रहे हो, motherhood के बारे में बता रहे हो, being a man के बारे में बता रहे हो. What does this have to do with me? I haven't gotten here yet. बहुत दूर की बातें बोल रहे हो. But I've been there, done that. And I know that all of you sitting here are living your own version of chaos. You're trying to build a career. You're working towards a career goal. You're pretending to know exactly what you're doing, but you're just figuring it out. You have a social life, you have birthdays, lunches, roommates, situationships, relationships. You're trying to be emotionally available, to your friends, to your siblings, to your parents who think you don't drink, but you're recognizing your past self, figuring out your future self, who not to be, who you want to be. And there's a constant performance that you're also going through. And if something slips, you also do feel guilty, right? You see, guilt doesn't wait for me or you to become 40 or for marriage or for children to happen. It's the same way that burnout's not be weakness. It's just recognizing when your mind and body are saying, slow down, take a breath, understand what's happening around you, and then show up. If you don't see the signs of self-neglect and self-sacrifice, these kind of feelings start following you into every decade. Coming back to myself, somewhere while smiling and doing it effortlessly, I had created this really heavy badge of honor that I was carrying on me. Even if it meant that by the end of the day, I was having a drink just to be able to reboot, even if it meant that maybe on some nights I needed a sleeping pill just because I was wanting to stop checking a mental checklist. And I had completely ignored the signs of burnout, the bad back, the shoulders which was stiff as armor, my body so exhausted it was feeling borrowed, my running mind just never resting. So this brings me to my personal realization, the reboot that I was talking about. On the brink of 40, I realized I want to do something radically simple, not profound, not Instagrammable. I just want to listen to my body's signs, my mind's signs, and choose priority. Priority not based on guilt, priority not based on obligation. And the world will survive. The world will survive if I do half an hour of physio. The world will survive if I learn to delegate, if I learn to say no, my plate is too full, or even if I say, you know what, today I just need to rest. So just stop polishing this badge. It's dented, it's heavy, and it's absolutely unnecessary. I owe it to myself. The world doesn't need me everywhere. Guess who needs me? Me. I can't be everywhere for everyone if I'm just nowhere for myself. This is not profound wisdom, it's just sanity, it's self-respect. So, from my chaos to yours, for all of you young men and women, the ones that are just starting to juggle the very many roles that life is going to throw at you, don't let multitasking become your entire identity. Don't wear burnout like a medal. You don't have to be omnipresent just to be extraordinary. Learn your own personal signs. Yours might look different from mine, but learn them. Choose priorities that make you proud, that show up as 100% for whatever you choose. जिस चीज को करना है उसको बहुत अच्छे से करो. But not everything deserves your energy, nor your presence. Not everything is your responsibility. You're allowed to pause because you are enough. I'm human, you're human, and that's enough, more than enough. Thank you.